Hey, Katya, what's up? What's up?
I'm good. I'm good. Hello, Kitron. How are you?
I'm good.
That's good.
I'm in the
And how
bathroom,
was your
so
day today?
my day was good. My day
Yeah.
wasn't good. It was great.
Oh, nice. Wow. What made it so
Yeah,
great today?
because I didn't do anything. Just relax.
Okay.
Your background noisy tonight.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, guys. I was just asking for bottled water. Feeling a bit dry in the throat. That's okay. Anyways, welcome to our show, guys. Come on in. Come on in. Good night. It's Tuesday, October the 27th. Is We Ting Talk Show. Myself and Kitron. Kitron is in the background hiding. I don't know why. He said he had a
Okay.
great day, guys. And I don't know why he's
Nah,
hiding.
nah. I'm just trying to type something. Hold on, give me a second.
Ah, okay. I wish I had that app I could hide and text and hide and
There's a reason you don't
you don't
have
want to
it.
give me that privilege, eh? Boy,
Nah,
I tell you,
there's a reason why you don't have it.
bunch of limited access stuff. I don't like that.
Nah,
Maybe it's a
it's
good
a
thing to
good
you know,
thing.
Kitchen. Maybe it's a good thing.
It's not a good thing. It's a great thing.
You think it's a good thing, right? It's a great thing, eh? Jeez.
Absolutely.
Welcome, guys. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in.
Come on in. Rock and come in.
Yep, rock and come in.
Yeah, rock and come in, guys. Rock and
Hope
come
everybody
in.
had a great day today and having a wonderful
Yeah.
night tonight. I know it's
Yep.
wet and damp and cold and it's October. So hope everybody's keeping safe and being safe and taking good care of themselves.
Mm-hmm. How's the
So
weather treating you, Katyan?
um not too bad to be honest. Dressed and warm enough to be outside. I had to run in the office
Oh,
today
that's
and
good.
yeah,
Wow,
it
I'm
was
surprised. You're actually
yeah, I
outside.
know, right? No, yesterday was a bad one for me. I went out not realizing how cool it was and I did not put on enough. Maybe I didn't put on the right jacket, I should say. And
Yeah.
I went in the office and oh my God, oh man, I felt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but today I was good. I guess I was like equipped with the right jacket and yeah. So yeah. Yep. Not ready for the cold one that's gonna come. I heard Timmins already have at least 2 centimeters of snow. So guys, it's making its way down. Once you hit Berry, we know then we're in it to win it.
Snow is not
So
that
it's
bad, man. Oh, stop
sorry?
complaining. It's not that bad. Snow is not all that bad.
Yeah, I know it's not all that bad, but you know what? It's not really.
You,
Sometimes the
you,
snow,
guys,
sometimes it's just the coolness.
you guys complain too much.
No, man, it goes through your bones. I feel it. Come on, I
You
feel
guys
it.
complain too much, as I say.
No, I don't think we complain too much. I think we just say when it's cold, and we also say when it's hot. So yes, guys, come in, come in. We have a first topic. Can a man without money make a woman happy in a relationship? I took this off somebody's page, right?
Yeah, you did?
And yeah, so I did tell my friend. I said, I just love this. Like I love that topic.
Mm-hmm.
So he when he posted it, I actually took it off his page, but I did comment about it and I said, what is really happiness to someone? Is money true happiness? Because I'm trying to figure out somebody's gonna look at it and say, oh, a man without money, I don't want him. A man without money or a man without whatever. And it's like in my
I think you have to have a little, not a lot, but a little
yeah,
to
but you
get.
see the thing is that with somebody with money is gonna make you happy, like that's pretty much what it's asking. A man without money, can he make you happy? Whether you have it or you don't have it. Somebody cannot make you into
Uh,
something. You understand? So that what I was looking into. So to me, I went really deep. I went like somebody cannot do something for me or make me feel a certain way unless I already have it because I have the happiness that I have.
So
So you
how do you
coming
think
into
that
my
person?
life,
So how do you think that person without money gonna make you happy?
well, somebody cannot make me into something. Somebody can make me happy.
Well, they have to do something. Well, if that person is
They enhance my
miserable,
happiness. They come in and they give they come in and they share themselves with me and they do certain things and they whatever whatever. So even if you don't have money, I cannot be happy. Is that what is telling me? No.
uh, okay.
Right. Right.
I still
Good night,
think
Miss Black Beauty.
the money part is gonna put a little bit. It's gonna
But they're asking if a
make.
man without money can make you happy. Whether you have it or you don't have it. Happiness is within. So
Not
it would,
necessarily.
yes, happiness is
No,
within. It's within you.
no. Okay, so if that
Happiness
person
is
that you,
within you. Period.
so
So
what
whether you
made
have
that?
money or you don't have money, that shouldn't define my happiness. No, absolutely not. Because my happiness and to somebody else's happiness, it
So
wouldn't be
if
the same.
okay, so what happened if that person that you with is miserable?
There
Wouldn't
you
that
go.
negative vibe
It
rub off on you?
creates, you see? You're right. So it creates
Yeah, but
friction.
okay, that person
That creates
could have
friction.
money. No, but that person could have money. They
But
could
then
not
you're
have
not
money.
happy.
That person could
So
not
it's the
have money
same
too.
thing.
No, but that
Exactly.
person could. So,
So the money shouldn't be a factor of how if you're happy or not. So that's what I'm saying. That has nothing to do with happiness, though.
so
To me,
it's
that
nothing
doesn't have
about
nothing
money.
to do with. It has nothing to do with money.
So
It's how you treat me, how I treat you, how we relate to each other, how we make each other feel. Because remember, I could tell you something, but how I make you feel is how you're gonna feel comfortable around me. So me
okay.
enhancing your happiness, meaning that I'm here to share myself with you openly, honestly, lovingly, and all that stuff that
So,
enhance your
so,
feedback of me,
so that's
and vice versa.
okay. So the way you're talking is like it goes only one way with the woman.
Both ways. No, it goes both
No,
ways.
no.
What do you mean?
Because if that person is miserable, right? You say
Be
that
it
person is
man or
only
woman.
enhancing you.
Be it man or woman, you're supposed to enhance each other. Thanks.
What?
No, sorry. Talking to my son. Yeah,
So
I'm saying be
it,
it man or
so
woman, it's supposed to be an enhancement. It's supposed to be something that you guys grow
so
together
hold
and
on. Let's just
mhm.
say you doesn't enhance me, but I'm happy. Shouldn't I try and make you happy also
And how are you gonna try and make me happy?
to
Hmm.
whatever I can?
Right. And then whatever you try does not make me happy. How does that work? That's what I'm saying. It's something inside you. It's how you feel about you, what you do to make yourself. So it comes again, the
So that's why
self-love, the
I said
self-worth, the
it's
self-esteem.
all about
So it's all about you, the person,
yeah.
the
So
individual.
yeah, so basically you're only thinking about yourself one way.
What do you mean one way? So I'm
You're only
saying
thinking about
money
it only
because
goes
they're saying no, no, I think you're
all right.
misunderstanding what I'm saying. So I'm
Okay.
saying money, somebody comes into my life and
Uh-huh.
all they could do is flash money to me. But if that person just doesn't genuinely share things with me in terms of like themselves and be genuine, transparent, open, loving, you could have the money, but you're not there to enhance me. You're not there to,
Okay. And what happen if they
then
don't
then
have
what
the
does the
money?
money do?
And what happen if
Same
they don't
thing. If
have
they
the
don't have
money?
the money and they're miserable and then what is it? Nothing. So the money
Okay.
shouldn't have a factor whether you're
So they
with somebody
so
and if
they
you're happy or not. The happiness begins with you as a person and the other person as well. So if the other person isn't happy within themselves, they
so
can complement your
so
happiness.
they all right. So that person don't enhance you, right?
Hmm.
Whether or not they have money or not,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Right.
So they're miserable,
Right.
but would you try and help make that person feel happy also?
You have to encourage and support your partner, absolutely. But you can't make the person. That's what I
No,
keep
but
saying. At the same,
no,
sometimes
no
we
one
say
say
these things
about
about making people do this and making people no.
I
Supporting and
said help.
encouraging your partner.
I said help.
Right. Supporting and
Uh-huh.
encouraging, right?
Yeah, but
Your
you're
partner
not doing that
to
because you're only thinking about self love there.
But then self love is the best love. If you don't love yourself and you cannot find this within yourself, then we go into all this broken relationship. We go into all these broken things, and
No,
and
no,
then we
you
say
can't.
we're looking for love. We're looking for, but then it's the same thing because
That
people
you
have to
can't
be
be
able to
so
find
selfish.
this.
You
No, I'm
can't be
not
so
saying you're being
selfish. That's
selfish.
selfish. That's being selfish. You're only thinking about yourself.
Well, I don't think being knowing who you are as a person and knowing that you have self love, that doesn't mean you're being selfish. No,
Money is not a factor when you don't have bills to pay.
money is not a factor when you don't have business. Money, money will, yeah, but money will always be a factor in everybody's life, whether you have it or you don't have
What?
it.
Hold on, hold on.
Because,
Well, if you said that, if you say that, right? You
mhm.
remember, you just said money cannot make somebody happy.
No, I'm saying it shouldn't. It shouldn't have
But
to be that factor to
what?
make you happy. Because, as I said, you could have the money and still be miserable. So then, what is it? Like that's what I'm saying. It's such a like a double standard in a
No,
sense because you
but
use the
it
fact
is
of,
a double standard. But you have to realize. Let's just say, all right, you don't have money and you have bills to pay, as he said, as
mm,
Junior said, you don't have money and you have a whole heap of bills to pay. I'm sure
mm.
you're not gonna be happy.
But then, am I just looking at the fact that I don't have money and I'm not happy?
So
Really?
what happened if that? So what happened if a man come in your life now and he can help you pay off all these bills?
But then, yeah, he comes in and he pay off all the bills. Then what? That's what I'm asking. Then
So
what?
wouldn't you tell me you won't feel happy by that?
I'm sure anybody will feel happy to know that you get help in terms of having the money. But I'm saying if there is
I'm
no
asking
love
you.
in,
I'm asking you. We're not
you're
talking about
asking
love.
me.
We ain't talking about self love.
It's
We're
it.
talking
You
about
know what?
happiness.
It's weird, and I keep saying that. You see, experience, and I always love that.
Hold on. We're talking
Kitchen.
about happiness.
Yes,
We're not talking about
yes,
love.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. So my happiness comes from within, right? So a man flashing money and doing all, I have never been that kind of person to look at that as
Okay.
you have money and you're gonna come into my life and you're gonna because you have money, you have money. Okay. But me
But
looking at that as a factor, that's what I'm saying. Everything in people's life is for different reasons. People do
all
things
right.
for different reasons, right?
Okay. But the way I you see the way you're talking now, you're talking
Hmm.
from your experience. You're not generalizing the whole
Well,
statement,
how am I supposed to
which is the
general?
topic.
How am I supposed to
Because you're
generalize?
only talking about yourself. You can't be talking about
But
yourself. In
but I'm
general, we're
also
talking.
talking about generalizing self-love. So we
But
look at it as if somebody do this and sometimes the person could do whatever and you're still
but we
miserable because
but
more
we're
you
not
see is more you want, the more you see is the more you want and all that stuff. So because he does
we're
not
talking
have
about
money, I'm not supposed to.
we're talking about happiness. We're not talking about love. You see what the topic is? Can a
Yeah,
man without
yeah.
money make
Make
a
yeah,
woman happy in a
in a
relationship?
relationship, exactly.
And I think
Hmm.
not.
Really? Okay, so yeah,
So if the
explain your
so
yeah.
let's just say both of them broke and
Hmm.
they need to pay bills. What gonna become of them?
They'll have to figure it out, right? Because I'm sure before they met each other, they already know their finances. So you see what I'm saying? We're using
How
money
do
as
you
a
know that?
factor when it comes to,
Okay, so
well,
what you think?
they have to deal with their personal issues, right? You have your personal issues. Before you meet someone, you already have your own personal bills to pay. You already have your personal situation, whether your finances, whether you live in
So
arrangements, whether you whatever.
what happen if you're in a relationship with someone and then you lose your job?
And it happens.
Okay,
Structures need
but
to be put in place before certain things. And these things you have to leave room for error. Things do happen. Absolutely. That's life.
no,
Life happens.
well then he has some woman that will just lose
All
interest in that
right.
man because
All
you
right.
know the things that she
Bingo.
used to
I
get.
love that point. I love that point. Some women,
Y-
yes.
Yeah, Yeah,
Yes.
well, some women they just lose
Yes.
interest because the things that she
Mm-hmm.
used to get before when the man was working
Ah.
and stuff,
So then now here we
she
go.
she don't
So
get that
now
no
here we
more.
go. Right.
So
So were you
I
in a
think
relationship for what you were getting? Or were you in a
so I
relationship
think
because you cared about the person? Were you in a relationship because money was involved? Were you in a relationship because you
no,
feel that
money
you were
was a part
getting?
of it.
So now that he loses his job, no
Hmm.
money, no love? Okay, bingo. So you see how the answers come right
That's why
back,
I
you see?
say can a man without money? So no,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have money. So that's why I tell you,
Okay.
money. Once
You
money is
see?
involved,
But you just answered the same question. You see? Boy, I tell you, life
all right.
funny.
So like, can you love him without money? Without the things that you used to
Absolutely.
get?
Absolutely.
So no, everything falls on you now.
Been there, done that, and guess what? As a woman, you have to be
No,
able to
no, no,
stand
no,
up.
no, no.
Yes.
Hold
Yes.
on. Listen to
Without
me.
money,
Listen to me.
yes.
Listen to me. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about
No, well, I'm talking
women
about
in
me.
general. No, I'm talking
That's what I
about
keep
women in
saying.
general.
A lot of times women would not stick around
What? Okay.
because they feel that, and I've heard it.
Hmm.
Yeah, you said it. They're not gonna stay because they're not used to getting they're not getting what they used to get before, whatever. And it's so sad. It's so sad. Because just
Okay.
as how your man is holding you down, you're supposed to be able to hold your man down. Period.
Hmm.
You know? Things if that relationship is a solid relationship where bills are paid, things are done, whatever, and you have to have that room for error in terms of life. Life happens. Yes, one of you can lose your job, things can happen. You have to be able to have a little account somewhere that you say, hon, babe, whatever. Things,
Hmm.
anybody can lose their job. Anything can happen. But what if you as a woman lose your job too? You should be able to
So
hold, he should be able to hold on the fort just the same way. Or you should be able to find a next job or put yourself out there to get that, like, uplift yourself in certain ways and help and support because that's what we are, helpmates. We help each other.
okay.
And yes,
I'm
Jay, of course, but it goes both ways. It goes both ways because women do lose their jobs too. It goes both ways. And I believe that if my man can hold me down 24/7, I should be able to hold my man down 24/7. Period. Call me different? Yes. And I'm going to keep saying it. Of course. It happens.
you're a different breed.
Call me different. That's what I said. Call me different. And I would accept it with a crown on my head. Yes. Because we look at the men always have to do, 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 do. But guess what, women? They do get weak and tired too. Things do happen in their lives. And guess what? Most times, we don't hold them down as we supposed to. We women don't hold them down as we supposed to. Some women don't hold them down as they're supposed to. Right? Yeah.
Hmm.
What if he
Hmm.
gets sick? You're right. Terminal ill disease. Something happened. I mean,
Okay.
what do you do? Running like a chicken with your head cut off because you never had proper plan in place. Things wasn't, sort out. You don't want your man know how much money you're making. You're hiding $5 every week. Da 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 da. You feel like you're gonna stash money, but life happens. Guess what? He's making
Okay.
$70,000. You're making 20,000. He lost his job. That's a heavy income right there. $50,000 is gone
All right. So
from that household,
okay. All right.
right?
As
Bills got to
as you
pay.
said.
Things got to get done. You still got
All
to
right.
hold on the fort. You still got to hold on the fort as a woman.
Yeah. So as you say that now, he was making $70,000.
Yeah.
He lost his job. No. Let's
Mhm.
just say for example, he's like for example an EIO or something. Or he get a job
Mhm.
that is making way less, like say
Yeah.
30 to 40 thousand
Right.
dollars less. The things that you used to get before now, like you guys used to do like all these fancy dinners and
Yeah.
go on vacation, go on trips and all this stuff
Mhm.
together. Like no, you can't do that no more. It's
Right.
you as a woman now. It's your turn to do that. How would you
Mhm.
feel about that?
What do you mean? How would I feel?
How would you feel? Because
Bills
the
got to
man,
get paid. Bills
no,
got to
the
get
man,
paid. People got to eat. Things got to get done. As long as I know he can't get a job, as long as I know things are gonna work in terms of Bills are going to get paid. I'm still working. Yeah, teammate, team player. Exactly. You work together and you do what you got to do. Yeah,
Okay.
you hold on the fort.
So
Listen, rain
no,
doesn't fall every day. Rain does not fall every
we
day. So
already
you
know
have to
that.
have a
But
plan. Yeah.
how long you gonna do that for?
What do you mean, how long? You have to have a
Like
plan with your teammate. You have to have a
how long
plan.
you gonna do
You
that
have
for?
to have a plan. Every relationship is going to be different. Every situation is going to be different. Why I say
But
that? Because
I'm
no,
asking how
well,
long
that's
you're
what I'm
gonna do it
explaining
for.
now. That's what I'm explaining. So every relationship is different. Every situation is different. My household may not be as the same as somebody else's household. My income may not be as whatever as somebody else. So I'm saying it depends on you, on your partner, and the situation you embark. What you do is come up with a strategy, come up with a plan, work something out as a couple, and get it done. Execute. He's out there looking for work. He's taking whatever he can. At least he's still trying his best. You're working. If you have to pick up extra job at an ex part-time job and whatever, guess what? Situation things happen. And we always look at, oh, the man have to, yeah, guess what? Ladies, they get tired too. As I said, things happen. The things happen. Yeah, things happen. A lot of women may not want to hear it, but it happens. And this is the realities of our lives. A lot of time people don't talk about that because why they feel, oh, men are supposed to, and men are this. Yeah, we do have sometimes some men are a bit lackadaisical and they're a bit whatever, but there's times when we need to pick up on the slack too.
A lot
We
of
do.
times.
Yeah,
A
we
lot of
do.
times.
We do.
Yeah.
A lot of time women slack. A lot of times women slack.
Hmm.
And we feel, oh, we're a woman. We're not supposed, oh, he's supposed to, oh, we, guess what? Get up off here and make things happen too. Yeah, I'm speaking to the women, and what as I keep saying, whether they
Nah,
like it
because
or they
I
don't
think
like
you
it, I
just
am gonna speak the truth.
well,
This
I
is the
just
truth.
nah, but I
I
just
am
think
too
you're
grown
speaking.
to be acting like we have to push everything under the rug and pretend. Let's
But
stop
you see
pretending.
the
This is
way
life. This is reality.
but the way you're speaking is because maybe of your past experience. But you're not
Yeah.
speaking in general.
Well, I'm speaking in general and I'm speaking from experience. I've seen a lot of times women sit and they are dependent, whether they and they keep saying, "Oh, I'm so independent." But when you're independent and you're having your money and you're keeping it to yourself or whatever, if that man was to fall sick today or tomorrow, something happen with the independent that you're independent, most times the women cannot pay rent or mortgage for 6 months. Most times. So the big talk and the big talk, sometimes we need to just come down and face reality. We're there for to be a helpmate. We're there to help our partners. Our partners are there to help us. And yeah, period. It happens. Men go out there and they work, and most of the time their job is very tedious because they do a lot of general labor jobs. Their job are very dangerous. They don't complain. 90% of the time, the men go out there and their back hurt to the bone and they don't complain. They come and they might say they're tired, but that's about that. They lose their job today as tomorrow. Oh, girl, girl, Brian lose his job about a month
I'm
now,
not hearing you clearly. Katya, I'm
No,
not
I'm
hearing you
saying
clearly.
like sometimes the man loses job, something happened. Let's say for the instance, COVID now, and he loses job, and then people sit there and look at him. Girl, Brian lose his job about a month now. He don't even work in and da 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 da. But you know what? Sometimes you just need that support. You think he feels good about losing his job? You think he feel proud to know he's a man and he lost his job? No, no. Yeah, he doesn't feel good about it. Hi, sis, come on in. He's not feeling good about it. You know? And most men will tell you that's like one of the worst feelings in the world to know you don't your job is gone and you cannot help support your family or you're going through that rut and it's like you don't feel your partner understands you.
Hmm.
So when it comes to the question again, can a man without money make a woman happy in a relationship? What does money have to do with making you happy? But again, when it comes to you using money as that factor. So for me, I would say happiness begins with you first. Everything begins with you. You as an individual. Self love, self respect, self esteem. Everything begins with you. Self everything. right?
Yeah, we
So
know we
happiness
want to
comes
do
from within.
self love.
So, well,
We
it
want to do
is. It's
self
true.
love.
I promote it, I practice it, and I preach it.
You need to get off that self love thing, you know.
Why?
That don't work for everyone.
Well, if it doesn't work for, and that's good, that's true. It doesn't work for everyone, but it's work for someone.
Yeah, it doesn't work for a lot of people.
But it work for some people.
That
See,
are working for me.
it may not work for you, but it may work for somebody else.
Yeah, because most
Hmm.
time you spread all that self love for yourself, and a lot of people say, "Oh, look, he's so conceited. He only thinks about himself. He don't think about nobody else." Blah blah blah.
Yeah, but being conceited and all that stuff is just being selfish. So there's a big difference right there.
You the self love part comes in there too.
Why?
I mean, why?
What is
You
self
love
love? What
yourself
do you
so hold on. You loving yourself. You want to treat yourself a certain way. You want to do certain things, right?
like?
People gonna
What?
like.
What do you
What I
find?
mean, like what? Like a
Yeah,
lot of
I'm
things.
asking. Yeah, I'm asking.
For example, me, if I love myself, I treat myself with whatever thing. I buy whatever I want
So you don't
when
love
I want
yourself?
to.
You don't love yourself to
Of
buy something for
I
yourself and treat yourself
listen.
royally?
I
Well,
never
I'm
said I
asking.
didn't love myself.
Right? You say if I love myself, I would go there and buy it.
I
So
never
then
said.
I'm asking, do you love yourself? See? Careful of your questions, man. I pick up everything, eh?
Money in a pocket and don't got no
Don't
love.
right? Listen, man, I'm telling you, you gotta be careful how we it's like ah, yep. Okay. When I say self-love, self-love doesn't mean you have to be selfish about the way you come across and in terms of being conceited
So
and all that
so
stuff.
alright, so
Self-love is the fact that when you do certain things for yourself is because you feel good about it. It's for you. It's for your boundaries. It's for your respect. It's for your self-esteem. It's for your self-worth. It's not coming out here and saying I'm conceited and my head up is in the sky and my nose touching the clouds. No, that does not mean self-love. Okay. Self-love means I'm going to take care of me when it's time. Even though I'm doing for families, I'm doing for friends, I'm doing for whatever. I do have a limit. I do set boundaries. I know who I am. And I'm not just going to let everybody and anybody just have access to me constantly and drain my energy. No. So if some people out there don't know what self-love means, this is what the definition of self-love means. Setting boundaries when it's
that's
clear,
that's
knowing that you
that
can take
is
care of
your
you.
definition of self love.
No, look up self-love. Please, I beg you to. Even right now as we
This
speak.
is your definition of self love.
What is self love?
I tell you, when you're talking about self love, the
Hmm.
conceited part comes in.
But how?
Because you're gonna love yourself so much to do certain things and people gonna see that.
but then, but then, loving yourself and doing things for yourself, it's a good thing. It's a
Loving is
good
a good
habit.
thing, but you have
But
to
it's a
share that
good
love
habit.
also.
Absolutely. So then, how you treat yourself is how you're going to treat somebody else. You see?
Not necessarily.
Oh, Lord. I give up with you, no, Kitran. I give up. I
All
give
right,
up.
so for example, you have all
Hmm.
that self love for yourself, right? And you
Hmm.
spoil yourself on whatever you want, right? You're
Not just
gonna spoil
whatever
yourself.
you want. You
No,
do things for
you're
yourself
gonna spoil
personally that
yourself.
you would have.
No, but you're gonna spoil yourself because you love yourself.
Yeah, but you're supposed to love yourself and you're supposed to buy things for
No,
yourself and you're
hold on,
supposed to.
but you're gonna spoil yourself, right?
You're taking the self love thing way beyond because I find you
No, no,
going to
no, no,
like
no.
self
Answer the
to be
question. You're gonna spoil
conceited.
yourself.
Yes, yes, which I do.
All right.
Nothing wrong with
Would
that.
you spoil someone too?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So then spoil me then.
What do you want?
Self love.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do from now on, I'll send over all my self-love stuff. I'll send over all my information, all my support, all my encouragement as of today, Kitran. You'll be flooded with stuff.
Well, use what?
But that's what it
He's the
means.
one that
It just
says
means
you're
that
gonna
you just
spoil
take your time and
someone the
take care of
same way you
you.
do is.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he said you're gonna spoil someone the same way that
if they're
you will
deserving of
spoil
it,
yourself, which I know
absolutely.
ain't gonna happen. It ain't happening.
Kitran, Kitran, how you know that? But how do you know that? That's what I'm asking.
I think the only person you're gonna spoil the way you're gonna spoil yourself
Is my kids?
are your kids. Nobody else.
No, no, that's not true. I don't like to say the things I do for people, and that's not being genuine to the people that I know. No, I'm telling you, just probably just look at it that way. But I'm gonna tell you, as long as I could afford it, as long as I could do whatever, and as long as yes, yes, Kitran, yes, yes. My sister is on there; she'll tell you the same thing, and that's what I
Good.
believe, and I live by how I speak.
That
Yes,
that's
I'm
good.
different. I don't care how people look at it, but I am different.
I
This is not tooting my horn or
I told
nothing.
you
This is
you's
just
you's a
who I
different
am.
breed in it.
This is just who I am.
You's a different breed.
Okay, so I had a good
You're
friend,
not a regular breed of woman
right?
in it.
Early in the year, and I called her. I said, "What's your
Yeah.
email number?"
Uh huh.
She sent it, and I sent some money in her account, and she looked at me like, "I can't say the amount I sent. I wouldn't tell you guys." And I just say, "Happy birthday." She looked at me shocked. She sent me message, and I still have them in my WhatsApp. And I said, "Girl, that does not mean because whatever doesn't mean I cannot say happy birthday in a special way. You know, we
Mhm.
should be able to do that." Yes, I do give my kids things that I believe that they're also deserving of, and sometimes you just go a little bit above and beyond. But yes, so yes, people, I promote self-love. Okay, and Kitchen look at self-love as a bad thing, but it's not being conceited at all.
I never said it was a bad thing. You never heard me say that.
You say
Did you hear
walking
me say
around
that?
conceited and being this
Did
and
you hear
doing
me
all
say
these
that?
things for yourself, and but it's actually just saying.
Hmm. Yeah. All right. So we have two other topics we gotta touch on is.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Hold on. I have to write. I have to write it up. Give me a second.
And listen, guys, it doesn't matter what the topic is and whatever. Just share your views. Let's have a dialogue, as I keep saying. The interaction works really well when different people have different opinions. And I mean, I'm not bashing nobody for their opinion. We all entitled. As I say, most times I speak because of experience. So to me, experience is the greatest teacher.
Oh, the next topic. The one there long to write out, but jeez.
Oh, you should have put yours first.
Even the one that I came up with is pretty long also.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna write it down. Don't worry.
So come on in, guys. Share, 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 and share like. Send it off to your friends, your family. Let them know what you're watching. Let them know what we're talking about. Get them involved. Let's have some adult dialogues.
Yeah, and guys, don't forget we gotta big up our sponsors. Same way. Jab Jab Juve Toronto.
I want to thank you guys for being a sponsor. We appreciate you. We appreciate all the hard work that you're doing for us as well. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, that one that's long to type on, man. Jeez,
Sorry?
it's so long. Typing out that next topic.
Is it the one that I gave you or the one you had?
The one that I came up with that I talked to you about.
Guys, I'm still looking for someone that I wanted to do we want to do a follow up on walk with like do a cooking A cooking show. One of somebody cooking something for us. Whether it's a oil dong, whether it's a fish broth, whether it's a pilau, whether it's a we would like to, follow you guys around in the kitchen and you could talk to us and explain what you're putting in your pot and stuff like that. I'm still waiting. I think Kurt, I sent him a message asking him to come on the show to do one of
What?
those yeah, because he make me hungry every time this man cooks and do a live or do something and he put it
I
on
know.
IG or Facebook. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Hmm.
Kurt is a chef now.
Oh man, and his presentations are out of this world.
Kirk,
If
big up yourself,
oh,
brother. Step out your family.
I'm telling you, he does an amazing job. I go on IG and I always have to comment. I always have to comment. If it's not shrimp with lobster, it's chicken with something. If it's not festival and wings, it's oh, always something good, man.
We all know you love your belly, so
I do. I do. I love food. Yes, people, I love food. That hasn't been a secret, and I don't believe it will be a secret. Good food. Food with lots of flavor and stuff like that. Yes, I love food.
okay.
Kitchen say I embarrassed him Grenada Day. As soon as I reach asking for food. And I want oil dung, eh? The first thing I wanted was oil dung.
Th- there's a next topic.
How hard is it for a woman being a single parent? Should she get involved with the first man that comes knocking? Um, I would answer this and say no, because it can be a form of desperation if you want to go right after the first man that comes knocking. Um, a lot of people might disagree. Um, but if you're looking for a relationship in terms of like wanting to have like a relationship that's going to be like a settling relationship, not the first man that comes knocking, no. Because even though you're single and stuff and you have your kids and whatever, you have to put things in priority first. You have to know if what you're getting into is going to be something serious, if it's something that's worth having. And you know, have to know the grounds in which you're getting involved in the person with the person, first of all, because it
Hmm.
can have a really bad effect on you and the kids or your child, you know. Make your intentions clear from the beginning. That's what you want. That's not what you want. That's how you want to see it. And see if you and that person is, you know, but not the first person that come knocking, because as I said, it could be a form of desperation. You just being single and you want to be with someone because you feel that's going to help you. I just think absolutely not. As I said
So
again,
you as a single
it's,
parent, so
it's my
so but
opinion.
but you as a single parent, right?
Yeah.
How would you know when is that time or who that special person is gonna be to let into that part of your
Sometimes you
life?
don't know right away, and sometimes you do, because at the end of the day, as I keep telling people, I don't just listen to words. I've heard so many words spoken, but less action. If your words and your action don't match, man, trust me, we have a hard time.
S- So
Because I believe
if
that your intention should be clear. You and I should be able to vibe a certain way, and we should be able to come to an agreement. You know, I wouldn't
so
want
if
to
that
disrupt.
certain in so if that certain individual, right,
Hmm.
is pretty good with your kids that you see of, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Would you be willing to get serious with that person?
They could be good with the kids, yes, but sometimes it doesn't always necessarily mean because they're good with the kids. It could be that it's a manipulative behavior. They can be using it towards like, okay, well, I want to be with her. I wanted to feel that I'm, and they're not, the true, the intention is not true. But then once I see certain things and I see the pattern and I see that you and the kids get along, certain things you're doing, and it's like you making preparations for, like, let's say futuristic plans. You're making preparation. You're doing certain things. You're asking certain questions. You know, I don't have to ask for certain things. I don't have to, like, when I say that, like, if you want to do something or you want us to do something together or go certain places or whatever, the kids is involved, you want to, like, just certain behavior and patterns. That's what I'm just saying. So just be mindful of, you
Mm-hmm.
know, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, we as a species, it's not hard, and I keep telling people, it's we that make it hard. And by observing and by paying attention to certain things, and I could tell you I love you as much as I want, but if I don't show the actions behind my words, then it's meaningless.
So when you
So
say the actions behind the words of saying that you love someone,
yeah,
what
I
kind of
could tell a
actions
person,
you
yeah, I
actually
could tell
talking
that
about?
you showing that you care. You would do certain things without, me having to make mention of it. You should be able to see that the person is genuine in terms of their behavior towards you,
Mm-hmm.
your family, your kids. You guys go out, you watch the way he treat people in public, the way he
Mm-hmm.
treat his
Mm-hmm.
family. And I mean, it goes both ways when it comes to both me. I'm not just speaking, and this is a general thing too, because I could treat you nice, Kitran, but when I go out in public with you, somebody say something to me or do something, and I act out, you'll be like, what
So
the?
so basically, what is it you're looking for in that man now?
What
Because
I'm saying is
let's just
that
say
is
he
your character, your personality, your behavior, the way the respect, the way you treat people, the things you do, and you have to be consistent with your behavior. Your behavior should be consistent,
so
because
this
there's
is not
sometimes,
this is not the first man that come knocking, right?
let's say it's a false man, but then you don't want to be desperate. So that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't be
All right,
desperate
let's
like
just say
me, like
he's the
go
second man that come
right,
knocking.
right,
Okay.
right, because the second one come knocking, but you see that he's consistent with his behavior. Certain things is, whatever.
Yeah, but
Um,
what is it you're looking for?
that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. He's consistent with his behavior, his pattern, his whatever. He's doing the things that you will see that he wants to be there, and he's not just saying I want to be there, but I am actually showing that I want to be there. I will do things for the family. I'll do things for you. He's not just there for
Yeah,
every
but
beck and call. No, no, no. He's not
yeah,
there for
that's
every
what I'm
beck and
saying.
call,
So
but he's
if
there
all right,
to show that he's genuinely wants to be a part of your life and your family, like your kids.
yeah, so if he's
Yeah.
there for your
Mhm.
kid, that's what I'm saying. If he's there for your kids, he put your kids first and everything. Whatever your kids need,
Mhm.
he does it
Mhm.
for the kids,
Mhm.
right? Like how long before you actually like start to take that man serious? Because you as a single mom, you've been single for a while now. Let's just say
Mhm.
you have like two kids, two different fathers, and
Mhm.
you're single for a while now.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like, how do you go about saying, "Oh well, let me give this man a try"?
Mhm. Um, boy, I don't know. I honestly don't know, because to me, I say personally, within the first 6 to 8 months, I should be able to see certain things and certain behaviors and stuff. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
remember we had a topic like that in
We
the
had that
previous
topic.
weeks
Yes, exactly.
about it. Like
Exactly.
it's about
Yeah.
6 to 8 months is was it engagement or something like that?
Yeah, for you to know that a person is marriage material and you want to be with that person and
No,
stuff and
but
whatever.
you're having a different tone now
Why am I having a different tone? I said six to
because you're
eight
saying
months.
6 to 8 months. That's when
Yeah.
you're gonna know if to actually be serious with him.
Yeah, but that is just my preference. No, no, no. I'm not saying everybody has to do what I do or how I feel. I'm saying for me, if I
Okay.
know that, let's say, you introduce me to someone, whether it's a friend or family member, and I'm looking at the person and I'm saying, okay, yes, I'm single, whatever. I would love to be in a relationship, yes, but not everybody that throw this stuff at me and say relationship, I'm gonna agree, because as I said, words and actions supposed to match. So
Okay.
I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to be very mindful of what you do, how you do it, when you do it, and why.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just me. I can't tell a next woman she should do this like me, say this like me, act like me. No, I'll be biased. I can't tell you that because how I want to live, you shouldn't be able to live that same way because we're two different people. My
Okay.
expectations on certain things is different. Where I want to be, what I want to do is totally different. So that's how I look at it. If I know I'm in a position where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready to be out there and whatever, not not the first person that jump at me, I'm gonna say yes to. Not the second person that jump at me, I'm gonna say either. It depends on what I'm looking for, and on how I feel that you know me and the person vibe or how things flowing, and you know, yeah,
Clifford, this is what you missed. That's the topic at the bottom of the screen. Uh, so basically, what you're saying is 6 to 8 months. So then you're actually gonna know if that man is the right person to actually
yeah, and with
bring.
communication and stuff and having
Okay.
proper
So
adult conversations.
okay. So how long is it before you actually bring him around your kids?
Yeah, between 6 to 8 months as well. Yes, could be longer.
No, no,
Hey,
no, no,
I
no. What?
said it can be longer, but
No,
as I
no, no.
said,
Not because. So
mhm,
basically, all right. So basically, what you're saying, right?
you don't want to bring
Hold on, hold on, hold
everybody.
on, hold on. So
Mhm,
basically, what you're saying, like,
yeah,
if if you don't have kids, right? It's okay to get like, all right. It's okay for you to know that person is gonna be the person you want to start something with within the first 6 to 8 months, right? If you don't have kids,
without kids,
without kids,
yeah, I think
all
so.
right. But if you have kids now,
It's the same thing, 6 to 8 months and longer
6 to 8 months, no,
and longer.
before you actually introduce them
Yeah.
to your kids.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
So then, how long you're gonna know before you actually be
That's the
serious with
thing.
that person?
Yeah.
It can
So
be
if
six
I
to eight months.
introduce, well, if I introduce you around that time, then it's obviously I feel that something stronger is happening.
Not necessarily.
That's no, but I said that's. Remember, I said that was just me, right? Me, Katian. It's just me.
We
As
got
I said, certain things I just
you got
pay mind
no,
to,
but
and I
listen,
just
you have to understand. You gotta talk in general because there is some young ladies that listening to you and they want some advice. So
okay. So young ladies. So young ladies, as I say, and a lot of people keep saying here, and I saying the same thing. Attitude, actions, words. That's how I look at it, right? Knowing that you've been through certain things, sometimes you just pay more attention to
Mm-hmm,
a lot of
mm-hmm,
different things around you. You can't just jump and go blindly unless it's just everybody's doing their thing and they want to have fun or whatever. That's a whole different ball game. But if you know you're looking for something with someone or you want that person to be whatever, you have to be straight up. You have
mm-hmm,
to give your intentions out there honestly, openly, and be transparent. You have to know what you want, say what you want, and stick with what you want,
mm-hmm.
right? But you also have to give yourself time to learn the person, know the person, all that stuff. And just the same way with the other person, supposed to know you, learn you, respect you from day one, and the whole 9 yards. So, you just don't want to just jump because you feel, oh, whatever, whatever, whatever.
Yeah, that kind of advice Clifford giving them young woman and them. That's not good advice.
No, so I would say honestly, nothing beats time. Take your time. Nothing
Exactly.
beat time. Take your
Experience.
time. Yeah,
Experience
take your
things.
time when it comes to that between 68. And I I don't know why I keep saying 6 to 8 months, but to me, honestly, sometimes, well, for me, 6 to 8 months, it gets me to the point to say, no, yeah, you know, because you can tell, you can tell how the energy flows. You can tell how the person treats you. You can tell how you treat the
The,
person, how you guys interact when you're around each other. So it's different than when you're just, oh, they're having fun. Having fun, you're having fun.
you know,
But
you
when you're in
know,
a,
the way you laugh, that's smart smile. You look,
Clement just, Clement just terrible.
you look like you used to fight for your man and support him.
You know what? Both of you.
I'm just saying the way you look at
Really,
that comment and you
really,
and you smile.
really.
Yep. So,
Oh gosh.
so,
Thanks, Felix.
yeah.
Is it Sherilyn Felix? Sherilyn Felix. Yeah. So it's like I keep saying that honestly,
Mm-hmm.
it comes down to the energy, the vibes, the way you and the person communicate, the way the person treats you, the way you treat the person.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, because I keep saying that men do know,
Men do know what?
men do know
What?
when they're really interested in a woman, like when
Oh,
they
really?
want something
That
long
that
term.
is so
Men do know.
that is so not true.
Men don't know when they're interested in a woman long term.
That is so not true.
Which part of it that is not true? Long term, men or no? I'm asking.
uh, you know what? A man could be with a woman for good sex, right?
Yeah,
Because that woman provide good sex to him, but he
sex.
doesn't even want to be in a full-time relationship with a woman.
Well, that's what I said.
Yeah, but
Sex. See? So
it's
all he
sex.
wanted, the main factor
Yeah, but
between them is sex.
the but who knows? He probably could be contemplating on whether or not. Oh well, should I give her a chance or should I not give her a chance?
Mm-hmm.
But then the sex part comes back into place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if he knows he wants to be with her, of what I was told, I'm gonna say it again from my 74-year-old friend.
Uh huh.
From what I was told, a man will always protect what he loves. A man would always protect for what he wants. A man would always fight for what he believes in. So if he wants that woman, there's nothing that's going to stop him from being there and being a part of that. And he's going to make it quite clear. He's going to make it clear. And there's just times he will
I, I
say,
don't I don't
I
think
just want
I don't think
this
that's
or that.
always I don't think that's always the case.
It may not be all of the case, but it happens. And most times it does happen.
I'm not saying it
Hmm.
don't happen. All right.
Hmm. Yeah, they do know.
Then
They do
again,
know.
as
I
Clifford
personally
said,
believe they do know. Yeah.
they do know.
Yeah.
Listen, women don't know how the hell does men know
What do you mean women do not know?
because you don't know because you said you don't know.
I did not say I did not know.
Yes,
When did I say that? I said 6 to 8 months. I should be able to tell by then, yes or no. And that's
six
just
to
me,
eight.
yes or
You
no.
said 6 to 8 months before you actually let the man meet your kids.
And you ask if I would be able to know by then if I want to have some. And I said, yes, 6 to 8 months. When would I be able to know when I
So
want to be?
because you're
And I said, just paying attention to things that he's doing and the way we vibe and things is going on. Yeah,
okay, so because you allow him to meet your kids, that means oh well, it's okay for we to spend the rest of our life together.
no, it doesn't mean that you're going to spend the rest of your life, but I mean, you want to build a relationship. So, I mean, you see all the good qualities, you're doing things together, and things are building up and all that
Okay,
stuff.
so what?
So,
So what is it exactly that you're looking for in that man, right? what you're not looking for in that man that you had in your previous relationship with your ex, because
What am I looking for?
yeah, because you don't want what you have, what you
Yeah.
had with that ex man of yours
Mhm.
in that relationship that you're looking for in that man,
Mhm.
because you've been single for a while now.
You telling people my business, or
No,
you
no, no. I'm
asking me
not
a
talking about
question?
you. I'm basing it on the topic that we're talking about. Uh,
I like that. Why is that? I'm feeling guilty or again? My feelings. You look
I'm,
like
I'm, I'm basing it on the topic, man.
that one hit a nerve. Sorry, sorry, people. That one struck a nerve. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
So what exactly? So what kind of qualities you're looking for in that man?
Oh gosh.
You don't, because I'm sure you don't want the same qualities that you had from the previous relationship with your ex, your last two exes. So what
And
exactly you're looking for that man to bring to the
that might
table?
be true. That might be true, and that might not be true because there's a lot of good. As I keep, and you guys heard me say it already, that certain qualities that I've seen he possessed, like especially that one, like my ex-husband, like the qualities that I seen he possessed.
Uh-huh.
That again makes me kind of a little bit, guys. I love you to death, but there's a lot of qualities that I look for, and maybe you know
We listening, man. We
I
listening.
know we're listening. You like to put me on the spot. That's what you like to
I'm
do.
not.
You,
No, I'm not putting you on the spot. I'm
you.
just saying. Remember, you're talking in
Yeah,
general. You
yeah.
don't
No,
have
I'm
to be
speaking with
talking about
experience
yourself.
too. I'm speaking with
Okay,
experience too.
well, speak with experience.
But then I can't speak in general because some people may look for certain things. Some people, but for me,
No,
certain
but you can.
qualities I look for would be
Okay.
that you you're very family oriented. That's a big part of my life because I am a family person, and I love the fact that when a man is family oriented, he's grounded. Like I'm not saying a mama's boy because a lot of time people look at it and say, "Oh, da da da." But I'm saying a man that has his head on his shoulder, he's grounded, he has family support, he's loving, he's kind, he's respectable, he's all that stuff. And when it comes to his mom, he treats her like a queen. It comes to his sisters, comes to his family, he's there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those things,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
The way you treat yourself, the way when it comes to respect, when it comes to discipline, when it comes to your character, the person you are. I look at a
Mm-hmm.
lot of those things.
Okay.
Yeah. And the way you treat yourself as a man, you know, means a lot.
Basically, you're talking about self-love.
Yes, Kitra.
Well, I'm just asking. I'm only asking.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
yes, yes, Kitran. Big advocate for self love. Yes, absolutely. But yeah, just basically, I think for me, honestly, it's like a lot of family, family support and love, and that kind of rooted, well grounded person. You don't have to act like you're perfect because there's no perfect being, but
Okay.
you make mistakes, you're not perfect, you have flaws, you're imperfect and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you're a human being first, that you just who you are and you're authentic, you're just you. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So sometimes what I may look for, somebody else may look for, oh, he has to have this and he has, that's just shades on the outside. The foundation is not strong. Like the person is just not as grounded, or they're just not as whatever. But then again,
So
to each his
so
own.
let all right, so let's just say, for example, for 6 to 8 months, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
All that you're talking about now, the man
Hmm.
has that, and a year pass, and then you start seeing a different side of that man. You already meet your kids and everything.
Hmm.
Your kids and them start loving him, and
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
and then he just change. So what would you do now?
So it's either there was something that I didn't pay attention to, something that was there and I let slip, because we do those things when we feel that we are, especially us as women, we do put timeline on a lot of things in our lives, and a lot of women would agree. We do put timelines in our life, so we feel, oh, we're at this age, we're at that age, or we need a partner because we're getting older. We want somebody to be a part of our life or whatever. Um, sometimes, sometimes we tend to overlook things, right? And I know
Hmm.
a lot of men have said it too. They overlook things and they didn't pay attention to certain things, and whatever certain things happen and then they get caught into, you know,
Yeah.
it happens. It happens. Well, there'll be a lot of conversations, absolutely. There'll be a lot of conversations, right?
Hmm.
But is it something that is very minor? Is it something that is very major? So it depends on what it is, having
Hmm.
to deal with it and having to clear it up and having to pay attention to it and whatever. Yeah. If it's something that is just constant and it doesn't get better, it's just getting worse. Mm-mm, no. And it happens. Sometimes you meet someone and you might think that the person is gonna be whatever, and it doesn't work out. But
Yeah, but
you
remember,
just,
you remember, like you
mm-hmm,
said, 6 to 8 months. You see what you wanted to see in that person.
that's what I'm saying.
What you see, exactly? You see
But
what
and
you
I
wanted
also
to
said
see.
it could be longer to introduce him to my kids and stuff, because I mean, yes, you've seen certain things, and that's why I keep saying sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's there and you push it under the rug because like, that's just whatever.
Well, you say six. All right, let's just say a year. Let's take
Right.
out 6 to 8
It could be,
months.
it could be a year, it could be 6 months, it could be 8 months.
Put a
I
timeline
say
on the thing,
60,
there,
I
man.
put say 68 months.
Yeah. Well, all
All
right.
right.
So 6 to 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you actually let him meet your kids, right?
And then I
And
also
then,
said it could be longer.
oh my God, would you just put a timeline on the thing?
24 months. No, I honestly don't know. And I think
You
certain
put
situation is
24
different.
months.
No,
You
no, no,
put
I'm just saying that. I was
24
just joking.
months.
I'm just joking. But I'm
No, but
saying
I'm just
like
saying
it
you
could be
put
it
that
could be
long
longer
time.
because you
The man ain't staying around.
then it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be a part of my life
Well,
that way.
well,
So
I guess
then
you're
you let
gonna
it
stay
be.
single for the rest of your life.
No, God have a bigger plan.
What?
I said God have a bigger plan.
What bigger plan you have?
Listen, not everything that jump you have to take it. Not every fish that jump from the ocean you have to grab it. Nope.
Not everywhere.
Fish that jump from the ocean needs to be grabbed.
Not a lot of fish just jump from the
Don't worry
ocean.
about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Why am I? I'm frozen.
No, you're not frozen. You're good to
Oh,
go.
okay, I'm good. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be surprised, Clifford. You'll be very surprised.
If it's
Yeah.
an available man who is ready for a relationship, done. Clifford, you could be a man could be single, but still want to take it slow. You
Hmm.
understand? And it's gonna be way more than 8 months, 6 to 8 months.
Yeah. Some people
Yeah,
they
some man just
they
want to
want to
be
take
very
it slow
cautious.
because they want to be with caution. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Because let's just say, for example, the last relationship that you came out in, it was like toxic, like acid. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes, Clifford. I know. I said that was a joke. Okay, like that was a joke. Oh gosh. No, I know it's but then again too, as I said, some people deal with things differently. Everybody's life is not the same. Everybody is not gonna agree to what everybody's not gonna agree to like how I view things or whatever, but that's just how I look at certain things, right? I find it's a good enough window to pay attention to things and to see the flow of things, and just the same way that I feel that I might be put under the microscope. He might be put under the microscope in terms of how I see certain things I'm looking for and whatever. I'm being put under the microscope just as well, you know? Yeah. So they say, again, it's true. They say pay attention to the way he treats his mother and his kids and people around him, right? So, yeah,
Can they say couple smoky pipe?
pipe, you know. No crap or smoke your pipe, she say crap or smoke your pipe.
No, not my pipe.
No, your pipe meaning like the person's not you, just in general, she's saying, you
Oh,
know? Yeah, crap
yeah.
or smoke your pipe. Yeah.
She probably talking about the fertilizer, but
So yeah.
and that's months. As people say, those are months wasted. But I think it should be
So
more than.
that's what I'm saying, Clifford. The thing is that you have to set your intentions early. You have to say what you expect. You have to say what you know, because you are right. 8 months is time wasted, yes.
Yeah, but
But the thing is that
look, you
both
have
parties have
Candy.
to. Hmm?
Look, you have Candy here saying, and you're not meeting my kids till I know for sure you're serious. But how would you know if that person is serious or not?
But that's what we do. We take chances in people's lives, right? Meaning that,
Yeah, but you say 6 to 8 months. So basically, you're just predicting that you're gonna
but I'm saying
actually.
it can be longer. Yes, it can be longer. And I said that previously. I know you guys heard that too. I said it can be longer. But I'm saying the vibe is like you paying attention to the person that is coming into your life. The person's paying attention to you as well.
They
That
could be
could,
showing you all that signs of
but that's
they
what I'm
want to be
saying.
serious. That doesn't mean necessarily that they want to be serious.
But you have to have some kind of indication of something.
Okay, indication of what?
Have some kind of indication of like where everything is going and all that stuff, and it should be able to add up. If it doesn't add up, then it's obvious.
Sometimes you have a
Some
lot of
people can be very good pretenders. Yes,
yeah,
yes,
because
yes.
you have some women that are very, very
Pretentious.
no,
Okay.
they're very dominant when it comes to relation.
True.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Good as you charger.
and then they might want to put pressure on the man. You understand? Because you as a woman, you're single for so long. Now you get a man now. Who knows? The man could be a good man, very
True.
good man. It could be
True.
the one that you really wanted.
True.
And they're waiting out 6 to 8 months, waiting a year, 2 years, where you could have waited a week.
A week, eh? Eh, Kitchen? A week.
Yeah, because I don't know what you're looking for. What are you looking for? Gold?
And then you're the one that tell us, you know what? You know what? Going back there. Hmm. That's
What?
true. Yeah. Hmm. Absolutely.
I'm just talking
Oh, okay.
general. I'm not
Me
talking
too.
from
Same
my
here. Same here.
experience.
Okay, so I'm generalizing that last statement too. All right. So we're clear. All right. As I say, people, my opinion, my experience. So a lot of times I can't really just say, oh, yeah, you should know. I can't do that. So I'm just saying how I feel and the vibes and certain things and certain things and certain things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it comes from what I've been through and how I
Uh-huh.
view life, you
Uh-huh.
know?
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
Okay.
But if I was to give an advice on this, pay attention, speak up, Be mindful of the other person's feelings,
Mm-hmm.
and be mindful of your feelings. Be honest, be authentic, be open.
Okay.
And something I know, I have done a couple surveys with some women I had on my group chat, and I was asking about things they talk about, like let's say on a first date or certain things and whatever. And I asked the same thing to the men, and most times I find that the men will come off so authentic, so open, so right on. Like if a woman they were dating somebody, da, 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 how would you rate the person in terms of like what they're saying on a first date and whatever? And sometimes women will let off a lot of information that is unnecessary, you know,
What, on your first date?
first date or even while talking to someone or whatever, you know.
Information like what are you talking about now?
When you're talking about like your past and stuff like that, and you bring up all these things and all these
Yeah,
things, it
but
just
so
sometimes
you
it's not
say
necessary.
so you're saying because you do that on your first date, that can scare the person away?
You can scare the person away, absolutely. Or the person might be a bit more mindful
Um,
to certain things they might ask you or certain way they might treat you. Yeah.
I don't think that should scare the person away though.
Yes, it does.
Nah, that's just me. I'm not saying
It
it
may not
doesn't
scare
happen, but
you.
I'm
Yeah, it
just
may not
saying
scare you, but
I'm not. I'm just saying like I don't think he should
oh, I did this, I did that, or I was here and I
because
used to do that, and all these things, and it's
uh,
like
because if you're on your first date and you're talking, what you want to talk about? Movies?
can
We
bring up
already
different
we are
conversations.
listen. We already talk about enough movies on the phone already, texting back and forth.
It
You on the
depends. What if you
on the
haven't?
first
What if you
on
just
the
met the person and let's say a month time
yeah.
you had the person connect maybe twice, three times, and you say, oh yeah, let's do a little catch up. You know, I haven't
Okay, so
seen
let me
you
ask you
and
a question. You
mhm
you get someone number, right?
mhm
And the person take your number, they call you or whatever it is.
mhm
You guys gonna set up a date. But before you guys set up that date, I
mhm.
sure you guys gonna be texting back and forth before you set up that date.
Most likely,
Exactly.
most likely.
So that
But
so
remember, people do have jobs, people do have lives, people do have other things. So
okay.
sometimes you may not have as much time to connect as you would like to.
So so what kind of
So
topic you wanna have on the first date then?
keep it simple.
Simple like oh
You know, just find out little things here and there about a person. Some people want to
yeah,
let
so
out the entire
they telling
system.
you about them.
No, but
That
what I'm
shouldn't be a
trying to
problem.
say is that you should keep it simple so that you always want the other person to keep coming. You always keep it simple. So, yeah. First date shouldn't be like no long 5 hours and having to let out your entire system. $5 exactly. A cup of coffee, 20 minutes, 40 minutes tops. Yeah.
For what? For what?
Nice meeting you. You introduce yourself
Five.
again to the
So what
person
you
you
saying?
talk.
First date. What you saying?
Should be
Hold on, hold
short
on,
and
hold on, hold
simple
on, hold
and
on,
nice.
hold on.
Because remember, your
You
first
say,
impression is your last
hold,
impression.
hold on. The first date.
Hmm.
What you say? It is like just coffee and that's it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no, 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 no,
yeah.
no.
Your first date should be like a nice coffee, a nice sit down for about 20 to 40 minutes.
Listen, that kind of
Yeah.
caveman and cavewoman
See, you
days
see,
you and
you
Clifford
see.
talking about there. Yeah. Listen, yeah. These are ancient history.
Is
Yeah,
it? Is it?
yeah, it is.
Okay, okay,
That's ancient history, haven't it?
okay. All right.
Listen, before you go on the first date, you must know half of the person's life before you go on the first date with a person.
Well, then why you going on the first date then if you already know
Yo,
half of the
because
person's life?
all right, let me show you something. For
Mhm,
example, let's just say I meet somebody today, right?
mhm,
And we was talking. They give me their number. Because
mhm.
what remember most time when you meet somebody, you have a conversation with them.
Yeah.
You get their number.
Mhm.
And then sometime you go home, you call them. I don't know about you, but I'm just saying you would call them or you would probably message them.
Mhm.
That conversation that you guys were talking about, or several conversations that you was talking about when you guys actually meet, I sure those
Right.
conversation might come up again,
Mhm.
right? Then probably about a week, 2 weeks, you guys thinking about first date. The amount of stuff that you guys talk about, texting back and forth before that
Mhm.
first date.
And then
Like you
within the
want to,
first, yeah, and
so
then within the first month, the person get bored, you get bored because there's not much to talk about anymore. You know so much. Then
okay, okay. So
it
let me ask
becomes
you a
now,
question. So
yeah.
basically, what you're saying is that
Keep it interesting. Keep it short and
so
sweet most of the time
so
for the first
hold
month.
on, hold on, hold on.
Yeah.
So basically, what you're trying to say now is that before the first date,
Mhm.
you should talk to that person only like once a week.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with
One
that.
once a
You
week.
could do that. Yeah. Not every 5 seconds you open a person's phone and you're messaging constantly and you're talking constantly because
Nobody said about message constantly, but once a week you're saying it.
yeah, so it did, but
Yeah,
it's just
I
short,
think
very
I think
short.
I think you're talking about people that don't have like data on their phone, man. So every now and then when they get Wi-Fi, that's when they go text you and text.
Oh my gosh.
Otherwise than that, I don't know what you're talking about, you know.
Yeah. People who's listening out there, I hope you guys are paying attention to certain
Is
things
it?
that I'm
Yeah,
saying.
cause they say this is
Because
not
you
a
know
date.
what?
This is a
It's
meet
a
and
meet
greet,
and
and
greet.
it
Absolutely.
that's
Yeah,
not
that's what
date.
I said. The first one should be a little meet and greet. 20 minutes, 40 minutes, and then you keep the person interested and you keep going back because
Yeah,
now
but
you become this
remember,
interesting person.
you guys talk about so much stuff already on the phone by texting.
But then that's the thing. You text so much and then all of a sudden the person stop talking to you or you stop talking to the person because yeah, all she want to do is just talk or all he want to do is just and then now it becomes so boring. Nothing to talk about. And every
No,
minute,
no, no.
yeah,
You're gonna find stuff to talk about.
listen.
You're gonna just be picking that person's brain.
Yeah.
It's about history class. You know what I mean?
Is it?
Yeah.
You should be on the phone having to worry about or messaging or texting the person or whatever. When you meet in person, you spend a nice half hour, next hour, next 2 hours, and then you keep building that momentum because it's like now
Okay. All right. So
after a month
basically,
you get bored
so
and you're
okay.
texting back and forth.
So basically, what you're saying after
When you
that
have to pay.
first date now,
Yeah,
after
keep the
that
person
first date
interested.
now,
Interested, yeah. So you leave it like that,
how
and the
long
person will be
after that
like,
first date you actually gonna text back that person?
you message a person right away. It was a good day. Thank you very much. Da 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 da. You know,
Okay. All right. Let's just say you
yeah.
message them the day off or the day
Mm-hmm.
after.
The day
After
off
that, okay. After
to
that,
show respect.
when do you message them again?
You message them maybe whenever you feel like again, but it's not
Yeah,
like
but
you're
you have
making
to
all this.
message them soon,
But
soon
that's what I'm
because they're
saying.
gonna
But you don't
lose
want to feel like
interest.
you. No, they're not gonna lose interest like
Of
that.
course, they're gonna lose interest.
They're not gonna lose interest like that
Listen, I tell
because they
you,
already went on a
you see
first
them
date with
old
you.
people. You see them kind of old people
Well,
beliefs that
people,
you believe in there.
people, take heed, okay? Take heed.
Yeah,
Take
them
heed.
kind of
Take
old people
heed.
beliefs. Them thing, and them ain't happening no more.
Yeah,
No.
maybe not to the majority, but trust me, for the ones that's doing it, it works well. All right. That's all I gotta say. People, as I keep saying, I'm gonna come out to you guys very soon with all what I'm coming out with, but just hold strain, hold a little bit longer for me, all right? So,
Yeah,
Kitron keeps
people
saying
say
things and
third
he
date
keeps
after
saying
the
things.
first date.
Yeah, you do what you gotta do. You take your time. You know what I keep saying? Time is
Time.
on a lot of things we do. And no, he likes doing that, Carla. Carla, I understand Kitron. Like, come on now.
I
So
am not
certain
being
things you got to be
difficult. I'm
mindful
just
of.
being.
Certain things you got to be mindful of. And it's like I notice, let's say the last 10, 15 years, there's like this big mad rush to, and then we make a mess. Okay? So if we mindful of certain things and we do certain things certain way, We'll get good
Katya,
results. Yes.
let's just say, for example, me and a woman go on a, let's just say me and a woman go on a date together, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And then after the date, she get home, I drop her home, whatever it may be.
Right.
She messaged me after. Oh well, it was nice. Maybe we should do it again. And then 1 day pass, 2 day pass, 3 day pass, 4 day pass. I see she messaged me. I would think that she lost interest, that I wasn't good enough. I forgetting about that.
But it's not a matter you don't think she will
No,
think
no,
that
no, no,
you will
no.
think that you're
After
not good enough.
listen,
It's just that life
if
happens and you have to give room for certain things. You don't know what happened in a woman's life. And just the same way she didn't call you, you could have called her or message her. I am free this weekend. Let me know if you would like to go out on a date again Saturday. Let me know if you have a spare time between X time and that time. What's wrong with that? Nothing. See? So we're waiting for this one to call and we're waiting for and we play this little mind games.
yeah,
There's no
but
need for that. We're all
I say it
adults.
should be either 1 or 2 days after, not
Yeah.
like 4 and 5 days.
And I didn't say 4 and 5 days. I did not say days
No,
and I did not
what?
specify which day. I did not say anything like that. I
Yeah, but
said
you said not right away.
I said she to go back on the next date. I said not right away, not
No,
like a
no, I
day
didn't say
after or two,
no.
but
I
I'm
said
saying for
keep
her
in
to
contact
message
with the
you,
person.
absolutely. I said the date shouldn't be right away. You
So
still
basically,
keep communication and you still
after the first date, they should be talking like basically
yeah.
every 2 days.
Or they could talk every day, but what I'm saying
No,
is
but
that the
you
next
said
date
hold on. You said before the first date, if they was to be talking every day, it would get boring.
it will get boring.
How?
Because it's like you have all these things now you talk and sometimes it's like the person just keep you talk to the person and it's like yeah, okay. But then
Let me
if
ask you
you
a
want to
question.
leave a little bit of space in between and you whatever,
So
it's like
after
the heart go
so
fonder. You start feeling okay, well, yeah, I like her vibes and she's not pushy or he's not pushy or we been a little vibe.
so
But if you're
after the
constantly
first
just
date,
hmm yeah,
you messaging her every 2 days or every day, it wouldn't get boring either.
you're not gonna spend 4 and 5 hours on the phone. So you're
No,
talking
no, no,
constantly, but
it
you're
doesn't
just
matter
touching
about the
base,
time. No, no,
whatever,
no, no,
whatever,
no,
and then
no,
you
no,
spending time with the
no.
person, you're calling the person, the other
Hold
person.
on. It's not about the time. You
What is it?
messaging her before the first date just to check up on her. Same way.
Right.
How is that gonna get boring? You checking up on her, showing that you're interested in her.
You were talking about being on the phone and messaging and getting to know the person
Yeah,
and getting to know
messaging
the
her.
person. And I
Like
said when you meet the person, you can meet and greet for the first, whatever time. Yeah, Clifford, how do you know that? Because she tell you that in that full long conversation you and she had every night 4 and 5 hours in texting and messaging. You see? So now you see that's the comeback you're gonna have. Mhm.
Clifford
All
talking from
right.
experience, man.
You see? So that's what I'm saying. Let's be. Hmm. And she probably lived that life, yes, but she realized it did not work for her, so she's doing it differently. And there's nothing wrong with that.
You know, getting all these comments actually make me learn a few things about
Okay.
both men and women and
Right.
the way people think.
We're
Boy,
building dialogue, you see? You see?
trust me.
Mm-hmm. Building some serious dialogue. Yeah, adult contents. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Boy.
And a lot of times people don't want to talk about certain things.
Yeah, but Clifford, I know a man and a purpose, purpose don't have time to talk on the phone.
You see?
What
So
kind of purpose you
so it
want?
depends on the purpose that you have in your mind. It depends on what you have, your
Exactly. I
intentions,
don't
right?
the kind of purpose that Clifford have. Why Jano Star?
Oh gosh.
Wow.
So yeah.
Y- Do you want to start the next topic or you want to continue
Yeah,
this
go
one?
ahead. Go ahead. Absolutely. We're yeah. Go ahead. Thanks guys for your input. I appreciate it. Yeah, Kitron wants to be difficult at times. Jay, I know. Call me old fashioned. Call me old fashioned. Yep. I embrace it.
we know.
Hey.
We already know you're old fashioned, man.
Absolutely, and nothing wrong with that. I can't be
It's
like
not.
everybody, eh? I
It's
cannot
not.
be like everybody.
Listen, we're not asking you to be like everybody,
All right. And I'm happy because that's
but
not
we
gonna happen.
but we in 2020. We're not back in 1979 no more.
And so what?
Things change. People evolve.
Mm. Hmm.
You understand?
Mm. People think they evolve.
Of course they evolve.
Mm.
They don't evolve.
You say it, I don't have to agree.
What?
You saying people evolve, I don't have to agree.
Well, I know you don't have to agree, but I'm asking you.
All right.
You wanna
So
you want
what is
you
this? I'm not seeing my family on live tonight. What's going on? They all abandoned me tonight. Where's Liz? Liz, where are
that
you?
that
Dalma, where are you?
that that's good. That's good because you know what?
Thank you guys for sharing. Thank you guys for commenting. Carla, Candy, Clifford. Thank you guys. I'm not seeing Jacqueline on tonight. What's going on? Jacqueline is busy tonight. Marilyn, I didn't see Marilyn tonight.
I think this should be good enough for this
Okay.
one. Dun, dun, dun. So this is our next topic, guys.
What is your take on that, Kitron?
Uh, to me, it depends on how long they were in the previous relationship with,
Okay. Right.
because let's just say, for example, they was in that previous relationship for like 10 years or more,
Mm-hmm.
and for example, they come out in a relationship with a little bit of scars here and there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to jump back in a relationship right away.
Right.
You want to take some time to heal yourself and like do
Mm-hmm.
some soul searching and all them thing
Mm-hmm.
before you actually go back and start
Guys, I'm
taking
loving the
someone
words he's
serious.
using. I'm loving the words he's using. Soul
Behave
search.
yourself.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah. Go
so
ahead.
you yeah, so you don't want to just jump back into a relationship right
Mm-hmm.
away
Yeah.
because you want to do certain things that you're not going to bring to that next relationship,
Right.
right? You want to sit back and say, you know what, if I was to go in another relationship, what is it I want in this relationship
Mm-hmm.
I never had in the
Had from
previous
the
one?
previous relationship. Right.
So if you was to just jump in a relationship right away, I don't think you're gonna have that time to actually give yourself that perspective on whether or not you should like what's the word I'm looking for?
Self love. Self
No,
worth.
not self love. You on that self love kind of thing. Yeah, I tell you, stop that. Do them self love. I actually think what I'm saying. I actually do
Mhm.
think you need to take as much time as you
Yeah,
can. Not
yeah,
not like 1 month or
yeah,
2 months.
yeah,
Take
yeah,
more time
yeah,
and like actually just take time to yourself. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Because you come within a relationship that you've been
yeah,
in for 15 years. You need a
yeah,
little break for
yeah,
yourself.
yeah,
Do a little thing. You might not.
yeah.
It's not about. As I say, sometimes being single is a good thing,
Mhm.
and I believe that sometimes.
Yeah, yeah,
So I do think you
yeah,
need to
yeah,
take a little break before you
yeah,
actually jump back in that relationship.
yeah. And you, all the words you said, all the words you put in place, all the things you said, I fully agree 1,000,000%. We can come from something that left a lot of scars, that damaged us in a way that, it broke our self-esteem, it broke, who we are. We, our self-worth is like really, next to none. We feel that we're just we just feel that we God. We just feel that we just damaged, right? And it goes both
Exactly.
ways. It goes both ways when it comes to both male and female, you know.
Uh-huh.
The healing, the self-healing, the self-love. Again, I'm gonna keep saying the same thing: self-worth, self-respect, self-discipline, you know, self-conviction, meaning that you can sit and identify things that, as Kitron said, you don't want to transfer over. You don't want to transfer from one bad to the, you know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when we do go into the next, is that we carry baggages, we carry load that we never thought we had, or we carry things that we thought we left, or we whatever, but we didn't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We carry, and then we start to, oh, all men are the same, all women are the same, da da da. We start to point fingers and start, so it starts here first, knowing that you can cleanse, you can heal, you can forgive yourself, because sometimes the toxicity that we carry from the last one goes into, and sometimes that person did not even cut you, that person didn't even use that knife, but you you're bleeding on that person, which is unfair.
As Clifford said, keep it rolling.
So yeah, I believe that, and in all situation, not every situation is the same, and Kitron said the same thing. You can come from one that's 10, 15 years, and it's such a heavy, thing, or sometimes it just didn't work, or something happened and you just have to move on. But I believe in always cleansing. I always believe that you have to completely know that you need to let go.
So
And yeah,
as Clifford said, do you see yourself taking therapy?
therapy, I've gone through it. Yeah, I've gone through therapy. People go through therapy for different reasons. People go through therapy for different reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've done marriage counseling in my life. I've gone through therapy. I've gone through counseling, professional counseling. Yeah.
So basically, what you're
Hmm.
saying, you would take therapy before you actually jump back into the next relationship. That's what you're saying.
I wouldn't take therapy unless it's like a real damaging situation. Like if
So
I
you.
know that, let's say, for instance, I can self identify something is really, something needs to be done, that I'm
Mm-hmm.
either self destructive, or I'm doing something to cause problems, let's say, to my kids or to family members, or I'm lashing out, or I'm going to, let's say, that deep depression that I can't get out on my own, or I have a lot of anxiety, I have a lot of, let's say, PTS, like just different things that has all that mental, twists
Yeah,
and
but
turns in my
let's
brain.
just but let's just say, for example, that the relationship that you was in,
Hmm.
it wasn't so toxic, but
Right.
when it ended,
Hmm.
right, you actually questioned yourself as to say, like, what really happened that
Right.
we actually ended.
Right.
Would you actually go to therapy for that?
No,
So you
because I
won't
see
take.
that as something that's minor. Right.
No,
As
but
I said, to
it
me,
could have.
no, I wouldn't. No,
So,
because
no,
I know
but
what, I know what the different therapies are. I know what certain things. cognitive ABCs, and like I mean, as I said,
Yeah,
that's
but
my field. So here
you
I'm saying, me personally would not, because I know even if my relationship is over and I had to sit and, as I say, self-identify, I could say, okay, when we was there, yes, okay, because you do have a reflection. You do sit back and reflect on things that happen in your life. You
yeah,
do,
but what
right?
happened? What happened if
So,
that person that you was with always used to like point fingers at you,
well, that's what I'm
always
saying. If
blaming
it's
you?
something that you, right? So if it's that's what I'm saying. So if it's something that is that I cannot take care of on my own,
Hmm.
or find a proper way of dealing with it, and finding that
Yeah, but
proper outlet, then
don't
yeah,
you
you
think
would
you would
probably
need therapy
definitely
for that?
want to do therapy. Yes, you'll definitely want to do therapy. That's what I'm saying. If it's something that is heavy, but if it's something that is just
So you don't think that's heavy enough? So what do you consider to be heavy in
you're
that
going through
case?
things like self-destruction, you're cutting yourself, you're drinking, you're finding like your habits change,
So no. Is it
then you go
because of
into like
oh
depression, you're not sleeping properly, you're going through,
but
there's a lot of different
yeah,
different
but
things that
is
might
it
want to
because
raise that red flag to go to therapy.
yeah, but is it because of the past relationship or not?
It could be deeper. It could be way deeper than that. It could be something from childhood. It could be something that you had a trauma from, whatever.
No,
And
what we are talking about is from the last relationship that you've been in, right?
right. So that's what I'm saying. It depends on the situation. It depends on what you self identify, whatever you see as an issue. And if the issue is just minor,
Mm-hmm.
then you don't, that is
You
something
don't do
that you can,
therapy.
no. But if it's an issue that's not going away and it's becoming bigger and it's something
But
that you can see growing,
I wouldn't think that's minor though. If that
that
person always used to point fingers at you in a relationship,
and then you seeing
wouldn't
yourself
you
as
actually
worthless,
question?
yes, yeah, and you
Yeah.
seeing yourself
So
as,
you don't.
that's what I said, yes, go to therapy for that. But seeing yourself as worthless, you can self-identify, because that now is breaking your self-esteem. That can give you depression, that can give you anxiety, absolutely,
Mm-hmm,
yes.
mm-hmm,
And I
mm-hmm.
said, yeah, you can definitely. But if it's something that is just minor, you sit back and you realize, okay, well, maybe something we both did, maybe something I did, but guess what, it happens, whatever, and you, it's just relationship ends,
Yeah, yeah,
and you don't see it as a big problem in terms of something that's gonna give you months and years of sleepless nights, you know.
yeah.
So you have to as well as see certain things, and I keep saying the self-identify, knowing that what's the triggers, what's the thing that's causing the problem, what's the thing that's gonna make you become aware of the situation. You have to be in the know, sit down, and as I say something very minor,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And there's a lot of guys. I was listening to a radio show. It's called Sky 99.5 in Trinidad last night. I was on the show until about 1 o'clock. And a lot of men in Trinidad are having a hard time coping with relationships, breakups, and toxic relationships, and the whole 9 years. And the suicide rate in Trinidad for men is high. The
Is it
um
when you say high, how high it is?
in 1 week, I think the guy said they had, was it 5 in 1 week or 6 in 1 week, that they're talking about, like,
Is it for this year?
for this year, that they noticed a big spike in the suicide and the oh god, hold on, I'm gonna get the words I want to get, sorry. And a lot of times that the coping and mechanism skills, a lot of that they don't have the outlets. A lot of times it's the outlets too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Men are not supposed to show, frustration and anger. They're not supposed to show that they're hurting, and they're not supposed to whatever. And one of the guys that is on my group, when we were speaking last night, he said this man cut off his wife's head, cut off the wife's head in front of the kids, and he killed himself right in front of the kids because of a lot of things, you know. And some people, as I keep saying, is a lot of coping skills, you know.
Hmm. Hmm.
How do you deal with certain situation? How you talk about certain
Wow.
things? How do you
And
find that
like,
outlet?
did they say like how old were the kids then?
I didn't even ask. My heart just bled.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's like it's real, people. It's real. It's real.
Wow.
We
Yeah,
look at it
that's
sometimes
dread.
that men, yeah, we look at it sometimes like men can't deal with breakups. That's what we as women think.
Break up, breakups are hard, and
It is hard, and it's hard on both parties. But men also suffer
I
the
think it's
backlash of breakups
harder
because
on men.
it is. I tell you, last night I was on that show, and it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
it bleed my heart, people. Seriously, I'm listening, and it's like they giving my input. I'm listening, and we're talking about, just how do they cope with it? Whoever teach them how to cope with these things? We always have the fact that boys are not supposed to cry. Why not?
Yeah, yeah, but you see a lot.
Men are not supposed to show emotions. Why not?
You
Men are not
know,
supposed to, say that my marriage is failing. Why not?
no,
Men are not
no,
supposed to say that my wife is beating me. Why not?
no,
Abuse
but
is abuse.
you know what I say
And it's the
is that
stigma that we have around relationships and men and women. And we need to
y-
stop. We need to break it.
you know what I say. I think it's because of it could be because of the past of that certain individual. Because remember, like say for example,
I have a lot of men that can't deal
a,
with
ki-
it.
a, ki- like as a kid growing up in
Mm-hmm.
a neighborhood, like certain
Mm-hmm.
neighborhood, you would see certain things like in certain neighborhood, like gunshots or a bunch of violence
Mm-hmm.
as young kids growing up, and like those young kids don't get any counseling, like in most
Mm-hmm.
black neighborhoods and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They don't get that kind of counseling. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that kind
And if it's
of
there, it's limited.
yeah, yeah, it's very
If
limited.
it's there, it's
So
very limited.
I think like white folks get better counseling like younger kids than black folks. That's just me. That's my opinion.
I want to call it a few groups, but I just don't want to. There is this
But
one group that I
you don't think?
speak to. Yes, yes. No, no, I agree. But I'm trying to explain as you said that. That's what I'm saying. As a lot of groups that I network with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's this one. I wish I could have said the name on there, but anyways, we spoke about the same thing just last week. Because
Mm-hmm.
every 2 weeks, what I do, I kind of like, you know, connect with a few groups and other stuff. And as I keep saying, guys, I advocate for men. I do. I do. 1,000,000%. No if, buts, or maybe. I am that woman. Yes, I advocate for men. Um, so we were talking, and the counselor was saying to me, like, we were talking, and he said, a lot of times that the young whiter kids will come in, and it's like, they come with the attitude, they come with the whatever, they come with the whatevers, and because it's a certain things that they feel, and maybe the same thing, the privilege.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get counseling whenever, if ever, however. First thing they could do is call this person and call that person, get a lawyer, get a this, get a that. But the younger black kids, they don't always have that.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever they do get it, they've been put under the microscope. They've been called troublemakers, they've been called ghetto youths, they've been called this, they've been called that. So the stigma is always there.
Yeah,
So
that's
if
why
you
I
have a
say.
stigma on your head, how are you going to feel going to a counselor that's want to tell you this and tell you that, because the first thing you're going to look at is you're a black male. Now we have to break all that crap,
Yeah,
honestly.
because a lot of these
You know?
younger kids, like as I say, they get traumatized by that because like
Yeah.
a lot of kids, I even here, a lot of
Mhm.
kids, like we hear gunshots, blah blah blah. Kids see that, and
Yeah,
sometimes their parents don't even take them to counseling.
it's
The
true.
government, yeah,
Yeah,
go, and like they're traumatized by that.
yeah.
Growing up, trust me, and then you
I
actually wonder why
mhm,
kids actually do and
certain
become,
things. Yeah,
yeah. So you
and
have to blame it on that too.
we have to blame it on ourselves too as a community because a lot of times we act like because we're black we're not supposed to take counseling, we're not supposed to take therapy, we're not supposed to whatever. Guess what, guys? I don't know who teach you guys that. I don't know who tell you guys that. But you know what? When it's trauma. It doesn't matter. Trauma doesn't have a face, it doesn't have a color, it doesn't have a race, it doesn't have a creed, it doesn't have no nothing. Okay? I listened
Exactly.
to one of the men on the show last night and he said he was young, a bit young, 20 something years old. His mom died. And with the family, everybody came over and sympathizing, sorry for your loss, da 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 da. And while he's there, aunts are bawling, moms, sisters are bawling, cousins, the whole family. And a few people come over and pat him on the shoulder, you need to be strong for your family, you need to be strong for your sisters, you need to be strong. And all he remembered was the word strong.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, as a young man growing up, all he knows is his mom. She's been there, she's worked, and she used to be like a missionary, taking care of people as well, doing a lot of caregiving here and there and doing other things. But she was that kind of woman, in the community, always helping out, always doing whatever. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
a big deal to him because now she's gone. But
Mm-hmm.
he did not know how to cope with certain things. So to him, it was just like, yeah, you're being strong, you're being strong. And he said, for years, I think it took him just kind of like heal because he realized he didn't even have that proper skills because it was like, you need to be strong. And that's the words he remember. You need to be
Mm-hmm.
strong. So when it did come about that, yes, even though he probably had cried, okay, his mom is gone, he didn't have the know-how how to really grieve his mom's death. He
Mm-hmm.
didn't know how to deal with that because that wasn't something that was like, you can cry, you can bawl, you can say I miss my mother, you can, those kind of stuff. So it's like it's hard for some people. Not every man is the same way, but some men do need that outlet, they do need that time, they do need that space, do need that support, they do need the encouragement.
I think, you know what I think. I think like the younger folks, like the
Mhm.
younger black folks, actually put up that barrier
Yes.
just to show that they're brave.
Yeah, they're tough.
Exactly. But sometimes they really do need
Yep. And it could be a
someone to
cry for
talk
help
to.
as well. Yep,
Yeah,
it could be a cry
yeah,
for help. It's like I need you. I need support. I need.
yeah. They need the person, someone to talk to,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
sometimes they, they just don't have that person around to talk to.
Yeah. And then again, if you were to be in a certain um household,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you're a troublemaker, you're this, you're that, you're whatever. Even if the person have good intentions, they already see you as that kind of person in the household or in that neighborhood or that whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's either they're looking for a role model or somebody to just emulate to say, that person care about me, that person, needs me, that person know that I'm good, or that person is there to say that you're a good person, or I have you then.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm going to
yeah,
watch you grow and I'm going to support you and I'm there to be genuinely there to encourage everything that you do once it's always positive. And even if you do make a mistake, you're human, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Let them know that they're human. So I know, guys, we kind of sway a little bit from the topic, but we just want to just kind of let you guys know how we feel when it comes to certain things. And as I keep saying,
Holy shit! I didn't even know we sway away from the topic.
yeah, we stray from the topic, we stray from the topic. But, it's
I
good
think you.
conversation. It's good conversation.
I think you was
And
the one that actually sway away
I
from the
did, I
topic.
did sway. I did sway a bit. Yes, yes, I did sway. And yes, I agree, as I said to you, in terms of like you saying that women and men should take some time off when it comes to cleansing and
So, all right. So
recuperating
basically,
from
when you
breakups and
say
stuff.
he or she to take that time off,
Hmm.
Like, how much time do you like actually like suggest? Like, how much time you
Well, it
think they should
depends
take?
again. It depends again because sometimes it could be the relationship just kind of thin out, as Jamaicans would say, water
Mm-hmm.
down. It just thin out. It just kind of like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so you, sorry guys, I had to say that, but I was trying to make a point. It's like there's no substance to it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, you do you, I do me kind of thing. And maybe that's just how that one ended,
Okay.
right? That in itself, it depends. It depends on the
Mm-hmm.
individuals.
Mm-hmm.
It depends
Mm-hmm.
on the individuals. They might say, yeah, I know I didn't have that love for him in the last 5 years. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
not, I'm not, so I guess that's what I'm saying. It depends on the individual. It depends on the situation. It could be that you had a really nasty breakup and you had, like, let's say, divorce, and there was court this and there was court that, there was lawyer this, there was that can take a toll. That
Yeah.
can take a
Yeah.
toll mentally, physically, emotionally, psychological. Like that can take a toll, and it can be taxing on the body both ways, right?
Yeah.
The woman can be bitter, the man can be bitter. Both
Mm-hmm.
people can have that feeling of, I shall not, I don't want to be in a relationship and I don't want to have this because look what this caused me. Look what that caused. Like, look what that, I'm dealing with a person right now that I'm encouraging and supporting. And he had a really bad breakup and he went through divorce, and the behavior of the ex-wife and the things that he had to endure, and the separation of the kids and the division between the family and how things is. So those things can create such a big barrier in terms of how you feel about dating, how you feel about marriage, how you feel about family, how you feel about, so it can cause a lot of problems.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, it can also be that you were in a relationship and 10, 15 years, Kitchen, you're sleeping,
No.
10,
No.
15 years, and it could have been violent,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and both ways again, both male and female, it can be violent. So that's why it depends on the situation, it depends on the people, it depends on, circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
But I always think it's key that you can take some time and reflect, you can take some time and heal, you can take some time and cleanse. Absolutely. And you deserve that. As a person, you deserve that. You deserve to take that time off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it take as much time as you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You deserve that time.
Much time as you need. Absolutely. And there's no rush. You already been there, done that, You know what it feels like.
Yeah. Why you
Because
rushing to go back
courtship,
and do
yeah,
that?
courtship is like you already seen that. You already been in the marriage or in the relationship. You already have kids with the person. So I like you just take your time and just grow,
Exactly. You
clean
don't want to be
yourself up,
jumping back
heal.
in.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just take some time, reflect on
Take some
things.
time.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know what I mean?
And then you might find things that you said, oh my God, I pushed off on the back burner for many years. I didn't do. And guess what? Get the time to do it now because you're paying more attention to what's in front of you.
Hey, Mr. Supervisor.
So, yes, guys, that is how I feel on that topic. And as I keep saying again, oh, and this topic actually came from Zencare. I follow them on Facebook. I follow them on Google. I do a lot of things. And Zencare is like you just maybe type in a few whatever, and that keyword come up, and you to type maybe certain things. They do a lot of things with relationship, health, you know,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. And I think don't take every word for everything that you type in on Facebook or you type in on wherever. You can do a little research on other things, and yeah.
Okay.
And as I said, to experience, I mean, we doesn't pay a lot of attention to experience, but if we do,
Mm-hmm.
it helps a lot. It helps a lot. At least pick something good out of that experience, because it's not every storm that comes, is to wash away a house. Is there to teach you something? Is there to cleanse something? Is there to, you know?
Sure.
You're trying to, so you look like you're about to go play some music.
No, I always end the show with a song. I always
All
have to end
right.
the show with a song. I'm just looking for a song to end the show with. You understand?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That 2 hours flew, boy. Wow.
What, you want more time?
Yeah, about 2 more hours.
Wow. You how long go talk?
No, I'll just listen to music.
I want to just go grab a drink of water right now.
I know, eh?
Yeah, so you want to pick up anybody before we leave?
Yeah, I want to big up my sister Liz. She's on there. Thank you,
Liz
sis.
is
Love you
actually your
lots.
sister?
Yeah, that's my dad's daughter. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, hi,
And Kimmy,
Liz.
Kimmy Clark, that's my sister as well. That's my dad's daughter as well. That's my fifth sister down the line. And
Wow.
Liz is the one before the last sister. My dad
You
have
know,
13
you
girls,
know,
guys. My dad have 13 girls.
wow.
13 girls. And guess what? We all almost look alike.
Your dad is a general.
Yeah, my dad was a police officer.
Your
So
mother
that's
say
all I
about
gotta
police
say.
already, you know.
That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. My
Yeah,
dad
not
was a
to
police
become no
officer.
police. They'll give me bad name too.
Yeah.
Oh
So
boy.
that's my sister.
Yeah, because
Oh, and Chrissy. Chrissy, you remember Chrissy?
yeah,
Chrissy's my sister as well. That's my dad's
I,
daughter.
wow.
Yeah. So yes, people, when I say
Usually,
sister and sister, yep.
yeah, because most time I hear you say, "Oh, hi sis, hi sis,"
Yeah, yeah, that's my
but I thought
sisters.
like you just
No, that's
say
my real
sister.
sisters, guys. My real
Yeah,
sisters.
because I know you know nowadays you're calling everybody sister.
Listen, man, I support my sisters, I support my brothers.
All right. Okay, Empress, I hear you.
All right, bless up. Bless up. I want to thank everybody for coming on the show tonight. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate you always.
Yep.
And every time you come on, guys, and you share, we appreciate you. Every time you come on, even if you don't share, we appreciate you. Every time you just say hi and hello, good night, we appreciate you. We thank you. We thank you, guys. We thank you, guys, for your support continuously.
And we just gotta big up our sponsors, which is Jab Jab
Big
Juve
up, Jab Jab Juve
Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah, so guys, look out for Jab Jab Juve 2021. Hopefully, we have a 2021 where we can actually enjoy ourselves and we can play some jab inside of the city of Toronto and enjoy ourselves.
And bring it to Grenada. I'm just asking. You see, I can't even ask that question on the show. Like, what?
Katian, behave yourself.
Mm,
Time
I
for me to go
behaving.
and
I
take a break.
tried.
Anyway, guys,
Clifford,
special
and
thank
thank
you to
you
you guys again. Always a pleasure having you guys.
always.
And to all of the people that is on live right now, don't forget my show Seductive Wednesday tomorrow.
Wednesday,
I haven't done that in
boss,
like two
boss. I
weeks.
know.
Yeah,
I
so
know. I miss it. Hey, I miss it. Honestly, yes, I miss it.
Seductive Wednesday tomorrow is a show designed
Mhm.
for the ladies,
Mhm.
not for the men, for the ladies. The best in soul and the best in R&B. Check me out tomorrow. Katian,
Yes.
enjoy your night.
You do the same. I'm waiting for the music, man. I don't want to leave yet until you hear the song. To hear the music you select.
Better than the stars. You're my one and only. Yeah. Bloomy little lily, moon is shining bright. You're looking good this evening. Girl, you're easy on my eyes. I'm glad I got to meet you. You're the feature presentation of this evening. And it's oh so nice. Oh, and I can't tell you how my heart is beating, girl, racing deep inside. And I start pouring a couple, trying my best to calm these.
Girl, you are
Very,
so.
very wonderful song. That remind me of Sundays, Rockers Sundays. When you hear that
You,
song,
I know.
jeez,
Yeah. Oh God.
Lord,
Yeah.
Anyways, people, don't forget too, Rockers Sundays always a vibe. Lord, Lord, Lord. Mm, cooking and
Yeah.
grooving. Yeah, Kitchen, I have something to tell you about Rockers Sunday.
What?
Kitchen, you go put people in trouble. You put
Why?
people in trouble. I'll tell you Sunday. Don't worry, I'll tell you Sunday coming.
Chatty and good night, kids. Have yourself a blessed day of tomorrow and see you on Thursday.
All right, bless up.
Bless
Bye,
up.
everybody. Thank you.
Good night, folks. Until we meet again. Yeah.